Hello, and welcome back to the original Larry D's Food for Thought. Today we will be, of course, reading out the old King James Bible and not that new international version, but the old King James Bible as usual. Okay. And also, we will be going over a few scriptures today concerning the title, As Christians, Don't Let Corrupt Communication Come Out of Your Mouth. As Christians, don't let corrupt communication come out of your mouth. Okay. Now, I'm going to share these scriptures with you right quick, and you can jot them down if you like. But yeah, I'm going to tell you, people, in this world we living in today, it's hard to go anywhere without hearing somebody cursing somebody out or putting their mouth on them and saying something bad. And I tell you what, man, the Lord, he don't like that, you know. Lord had it written. He said to be slow to speak, and quick to listen, you know. Listen first. A lot of people, man, they don't think. They just blurt something out there. Somebody say something to them, especially something they don't like. They reciprocate in an instant, and they don't think. Hey, Lord had it written also that, hey, a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words will stir up anger. And then there you go. You got yourself an argument. Okay. But as Christians, and people call themselves Christians, and what is a Christian? Christian needs to be Christ-like. He didn't, when the Lord was here and he spoke with wisdom, understanding. Okay. And he edified the people. And that's what we should do. Okay. Shouldn't always just run around speaking real rash with your mouth. I'm gonna tell you, Lord had James right. He talks about this tongue of ours. I know it's a hard thing to tame, because I'm gonna tell you something, man. It is full of deadly poison, and that thing can kill, believe it or not. But that tongue is a very unruly member that we have in our mouths. Okay, but we have to learn to tame that thing, and show love and kindness to your brothers and sisters. Okay. But anyway, I'm gonna stop sharing these, and we're gonna go ahead and get started with these scriptures. We're gonna start this in Ephesians. Ephesians, the 4th chapter, and I'm going to read one verse, and it reads, Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth. Okay. But that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. Okay. So don't let corrupt communication come out of your mouth. Somebody hear you talking, man, you speaking on that word or whatnot, you speaking with wisdom, like you got some understanding. People be edified. Oh man, they're gonna always want to be around. Oh yeah, I like being around that guy, or that woman. Shoot, they always speaking good. I don't never hear them talking bad about nobody, and that's what you want to hear. But you got somebody that every time you turn around, man, they open their mouth, they always want to put their mouth on somebody. And you see him, you got them you got the number in your phone, and then they call you, you look at it, you say, oh no, nope, I don't want to hear that. And all they're gonna do is just curse and talk to people, talk about people. I don't want to hear it, and that's what you have to do. You have to stay away from that, because if you're around it, misery love misery, plain and simple. Okay. But let's move on. Let's go over here to the old book right quick. Let's go to the Old Testament. Let's go to Proverbs. Take a look at something over here. We're going to Proverbs, the 16th chapter, and we are going to start reading at verse 23. And it reads, The heart of the wise teaches his mouth. The heart, your mind will teach your mouth. All right. Learn to control it, and addeth learning to his lips. Mhm. Pleasant words are as an honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones. Okay, ain't that something? All right. Now, verse 27, An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is as a burning fire. Tell you something, man, that tongue can Set the foundation, very foundation on fire, man. I'm telling you, this tongue is a very unruly member. I'm telling you. But let's move on. Let's go over here to James right quick. Let's go back to the new book. Excuse me. I'm going to James, the third chapter. And we're going to start reading at verse, let's see, verse 5. And it reads, even so, the tongue is a little member, little member in our mouth, right? And boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. And I'm telling you, this tongue is something else, you know? Verse 6, and the tongue is a fire, okay? A world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members that it defileth the whole body. It will defile you, okay, your whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. This tongue is something else, people. If we don't learn to control this thing, get you in trouble, okay? It will get you in trouble. All right, verse 8. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. Remember I told you that? Thing is full of deadly poison, man. It could kill. All right. Verse 9. Therewith bless we God, even the Father, and therewith curse we men, which are made after the similitude of God. We will curse out our neighbor with the same mouth. And then we turn around with the same mouth and call ourselves blessing the Lord. Ain't that something? Out of the same mouth proceeded blessings and curses. My brethren, these things ought not so to be. It ought not so to be. Okay? But you see it all the time. You see it all the time. And a lot of times you better not say nothing because they'll wail on you. You know? But that's just the way it is. Okay. Now, let's just turn back a page here. Let's go to James 1. James 1, and I want to read one verse right here, and it reads, wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath. Okay? So, be swift to hear, be quick to hear. You know, let's listen. I mean, you go around, you be in a crowd, you always have one somebody gonna be sitting out just flapping their mouth, just a going, just a going. Hold your peace. Sit there, let them talk on, you know. Be quick to listen and slow to speak. Okay. And don't be so easily to get mad at somebody. If they say something to you that you don't like, don't be so quick to wrath. All right. Okay. Moving on. Let's go back to Proverbs again, right quick. I want to go back. I want to go to Proverbs. I think I missed something here. No, I was going to Proverbs 15th chapter this time. Proverbs 15. And we're going to start reading at verse 1. And it reads, let's see. Yeah. A soft answer turneth away wrath. Somebody say something to you, you may not like it, but hey, just go ahead on and give them a soft answer. Why? But grievous words stir up anger. You say something back, you reciprocate in a mean, evil way. Hey, there you go. Got yourself an argument. No telling what it might end up being. All right, verse 2. The tongue of the wise uses knowledge aright, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. And you see that all the time. All right. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. Okay. The Lord see everything. He got those 7 cherub angels running around on this earth. I'm gonna tell you something, people. They see everything. They got eyes all up and down those 6 wings that they got. I'm gonna tell you something. They don't miss nothing, and they will report. Okay. They report back to the Lord. They let him know what you are doing. You let that filtered communication continue to come out of your mouth, it shut you up. Shut you up. Okay. Yeah. So I had a situation one time. I'm gonna tell you about it in a minute when we go to the scripture. I'm gonna show it to you though. But let's go back to Ephesians right quick. Take a quick look at something here. Ephesians. Going to Ephesians stuff. 4th chapter again, and I want to read a couple of verses here. Let's see, Ephesians 4, and start reading at verse 31. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice, and be ye kind one to another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another, even as God for Christ's sake has forgiven you. You know, we say that prayer all the time. Lord, forgive us our debts, and we forgive our debtors, you know, and be kind to one another. He said, love thy neighbor as thyself. If you love thy neighbor, you're not gonna do him any harm, no the ill. Okay. And speak peaceable. Speak peaceable to always. Okay. Now let's go to Ephesians 5. Ephesians 5. I'm gonna start reading at verse, let's see, verse 4. Okay, and it reads, neither filthy nor foolish talking, nor jesting, which are not convenient, but rather giving of thanks. And I see a lot of people, man, that even when you go to church sometimes, you see people over there just jesting, joking all the time with somebody. Lord told you don't jest. You don't be doing no jesting, especially on the Lord's Sabbath day, because people don't like that. And the situation I was telling, I was jesting one time. I fell victim of it. And I'm gonna tell you something, I was put in my place. Okay, and I learned from that point on, don't do no jesting, but leave that alone, especially on Lord's Sabbath day. Okay, but verse 5, for this ye know that no whoremongers, nor unclean person, nor covetous man who is an idolater has any inheritance in the kingdom of Christ and of God. Okay, so you think about those things, right? You hang around those people that always doing these kind of things like this, and then you start letting community, you hear corrupt communication coming out of their mouth, and there you go, misery, love, misery, and there you go doing the same thing. Then you end up being like this right here. Unclean person, covetous man, idolater, start serving things you shouldn't be serving. Okay, can't have no inheritance from God. Okay, when you do that, all right. Let's see. Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these things cometh the wrath of God upon the children of disobedience. Be not ye therefore partakers with them. Get away from them. Don't have company with them. Okay, with those type of people. Verse 8, for ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Walk as children of light. Lord has brought us out of darkness into his marvelous light, and let's act like it. Okay. Let's act like it. Let's walk in righteousness. Okay. Let good words come out of your mouth, man. Things that will edify somebody. Okay. All right. So let's move on. Let's turn over here to First Peter right quick and take a quick look at this. Oh, the Lord had Brother Peter to write here. Let's see. We're going to First Peter, the 2nd chapter. I'll read one verse, and it reads, wherefore, laying aside all malice and all guile and hypocrisies and envies and all evil speakings, do not let evil and corrupt communication come out of your mouth. If you want to be a Christian, Christian means to be Christ-like, and let us do as such. Let us act like we're Christians. Okay. So let me tell you something, man. I've seen people, man, they'll sit there, they will smile in a person's face, then they turn around the next day and they talk about them, or they turn around and curse them out. See people come to church, they smile in their face. They go home, to get on the phone, start talking to somebody. Child, did you see what type of shoes they had on today? What are you going for? You're going to hear the word of God, not to put your mouth on somebody. Okay? But don't let corrupt communication come out of your mouth. You want to be a Christian, be a Christian. Be Christ-like. Okay? And edify somebody. And in the end, you reap the rewards. Okay? Might even have a chance to make it into God's kingdom in Jerusalem. Okay? So, with that food for thought, think on these scriptures and words throughout the course of the day. And until next time, peace.